Hey everybody, this is Dr. Fink from Prince and the Revolution. I was the keyboardist from late 1978 through 1990 and did all the tours and live recordings and some of the studio recordings with him during that time. Well, when you're that young and just starting out, of course, you're hoping that you'll succeed. And when I first met Prince in late 1978, which was actually at my audition for Prince, after hearing his first album, I thought that he was going to have a great career. I could tell that he had what it took to do that. And I told him that when I auditioned. I said, I really believe in what you're doing, and I really want to be in your group. And, he liked that enthusiasm, and I think that really helped him make his decision to bring me on, as well as my playing at that time. I think that was the main thing that impressed him, but also my enthusiasm. Bobby Z, the drummer who was in the Revolution, introduced me to Prince. So he was working for Owen Husney, which was Prince's manager in those days. And Bobby played me his first demo tape before he got his record deal. So I was very impressed with that, and it was at that time that I expressed an interest in working with him in the future. I said, even if he doesn't get a record deal, I still want to meet him, at some point. So fast forward from late 77 to fall of 78, they were looking for musicians at that time to be in the first incarnation of his backing band. And through Bobby, I hounded Bobby for quite a while, and Owen Husney both, to get me an audition. But it took a minute because they were looking at a lot of different people at the time. But then I finally had the opportunity to come on board and audition. Yeah, we really hit it off, I felt, right away, because even in that first year, he really befriended me, as well as everybody in the group, but I thought he was very warm and welcoming, and he seemed to like what I was bringing to the table at that time, too. And then, you fast forward to the third album, because the first two albums were all him primarily in the studio. He didn't really utilize anybody from the group. First of all, the first album was done when I joined the band. The second album he did all by himself. And then the Dirty Mind album is when I managed to impress him with something I had written musically, and he just said, hey, I'd like to write something against that. And that was the Dirty Mind music, which he put lyrics and melody to. And that was in 1980, I believe, and we recorded that song amongst many others on that board that's up for the auction, the Amec board. Well, in early 1980 again, we had the opportunity to open for Rick James on tour. And this was our first opportunity like this, to be playing in that, big arenas and all that. When you're a fledgling group like this, signed to someone like Warner Brothers, you really want to get that break to open for somebody like that so people can see you. And 3 shows into the tour, Prince comes to me and he says, you're wearing that jail suit. I had a jail suit on. It was a black and white striped jail suit. And Rick James is wearing a jail suit for one of his songs, which was called Bustin' Out of L7. He said, you're going to have to change your look. And I said, why? He's only doing that on one song. And he said, because he's the headliner, and yes, I know it's on one song. And I wanted to know if Rick had put a bug in his ear to have me stop wearing that. And he said, no, it's you, me. I mean, it's not you, it's me. And so he had me switch up. And he said, well, do you have any other ideas? And I said, yeah, I had an idea for a guy in a doctor suit before the jail suit guy, but I thought the jail suit looked better with keyboards, with the black and white stripes. He says, yeah, I like that too, but I think this doctor suit idea is interesting too, so I want you to try that. So that day they sent our wardrobe gal out to a uniform shop for scrubs and all that, and they brought back all the doctor accessories with scrub suits, and that was when I became the doctor. And I believe that was in Chicago on that Rick James tour.